Now, last season, the Super Plus version of the Adria Adora was known as the Platinum Collection, and it was a runaway sales success. The only problem was that it only applied to two models in the range, the Isonzo and the Thames. Now, for 2018, Adria has another trick up its sleeve. It has upgraded the two Adoras that didn't get last season's treatment to have silver sides and a couple of interesting spec bumps, including the super desirable Alde heating. So we're going to take a look at the Rhine, which is a 6-berth model with a French bed at the rear, which is also 8.2 meters long with an MTPLM of 1,700 kilograms. Now, although these vans are manufactured overseas, Adria switches its layouts for the UK, so the caravan door is here on the near side. Now, these sidewalls look very fetching too, and they're polyester faced, so they'll certainly be hard wearing. Now, all the services are on the other side of the vehicle, apart from the fridge vents, which are obviously going to go straight into your awning. You'll also notice the very smart alloy wheels, a very pleasing touch at this particular price point, and I get the feeling there are going to be some more upmarket touches inside. Now, you certainly get a classy interior in this Adora, and I love the fact that with no centre chest you can just come in and plonk yourself right in the middle. The soft furnishings will hide the dirt well, and I particularly like the continental influences on the styling. And just look at the horizontal wood grain with the chrome effect, and underneath that moulded plastic, very pleasing indeed. A couple of other details up there of note. There's a speaker facing downwards into the lounge, and also a spotlight next to it. Now, on a van with Alde heating and alloy wheels, I would have been expecting a spotlight at either end, so you can read in all four positions when using the bed. Now, talking about corners of the lounge, here on the offside we have a handy TV bracket, plus all the connections you need. Mains connection, 12-volt connection, and an aerial feed. What more could you possibly want to enjoy the moving image? And talking about great images, right up above you have this incredible sunroof. It's absolutely massive, and I really like the way Adria has engineered it to follow the same track as the rather large window in the middle of the lounge. Now, right behind me here, as I said, there's no centre chest, but there is a handy flap for snacks and 11sies, which you can knock up in a matter of seconds. If, however, you fancy something a tad more formal, then this particular van has its own dinette on the offside. And here we are, a fine dining solution for the adults. So mum, dad, or grandma or grandpa can push the children into the lounge and enjoy this dedicated space for themselves, however you want to slice and dice it. And talking about slicing and dicing, this brings us on neatly to the rather commodious kitchen here on the near side of the Tourer. And this is a particularly fine unit too. I'm really loving the styling here, but it's got equipment to match. 3 gas burners in a line for maximum ease of use, and next to that a square sink with a smart mixer tap. Now, one feature that I'm particularly pleased about is the illuminated splashback. Just check this out, and here it goes. Very smart indeed. Now, further excellent styling and practicality is in evidence on these soft closing drawers. I particularly like this kind of feature and that kind of action. Next to that, you'll find a separate oven and grill for maximum flexibility. Up above, 2 overhead lockers, one of which has racking, and next to that, the de rigueur skinny fridge, which I'm pleased to reveal has the slide-out bottle drawer. Now, there isn't really much worktop in the kitchen, but there are a couple of workarounds. You can drop the lids here and put the infill into the sink to create some more chopping space. Alternatively, use the dinette here. What this kitchen does have, however, are some really cool racking for food, which slide out there, which you can stuff to the gunnels with perishables. Now, this particular floor plan doesn't have an end washroom. What it does have, however, is a corner washroom. Yes, it's multifunction. Space is definitely at a bit of a premium, but you still get a bench loo, a smart mirrored vanity unit, including a tip-up sink, a shower attachment, central heating radiator, and a rail for hanging wet clothes on. Now, the rear fixed bed has a split mattress, so you can raise either side of it to access the storage void underneath. And because of a hatch on the van, you can also load and unload items into and out of the van without having to walk through the middle. You'll also notice that the bed is set reasonably close to the floor, so it's very easy to get in and out. Another distinctive feature is the fact you can tip up the head section for reading at night, so you don't have to prop yourself up with pillows. A very elegant solution. Now, people that follow trends in caravanning will have noticed that the near-side French bed is going slightly out of fashion. But who knows, innovations like this could prolong its longevity. Now, there are two extra beds up here in the dinette. Makes up very easily indeed just by rearranging the seating after you've dropped down this mechanism from the wall. And adults, don't worry, in case you find it very tempting to go in that top bunk, there is a load limit of 50 kilograms. And here in the lounge is another large double bed, made up by rearranging the cushions on top of a sliding slat space. And don't worry about privacy, because there's a concertina blind at the rear, plus a curtain in the dinette. Now, the Adria Adora Rhine 612DT, to give it its proper name, will cost you £22,395, and that does include delivery. Now, it has an MTPLM of 1,700 kilograms, meaning that an 85% match for a tow car is 2,000 kilograms. So the changes for 2018 are certainly quite appealing. The silver sides, the Aldi heating as standard. Whether you buy one of these particular models is obviously down to your personal choice. Whether you like what's on the inside, for example, and agree with Adria's definition of the spec list. Now, interestingly, this van is reasonably heavy, it's long, and there are other options available at a similar price point. Now, Adria's build quality is second to none. In fact, it's positively bomb-proof, and something to consider for the 2018 model year is the fact that the body shell integrity guarantee has been extended to 10 years. Now, that's certainly something to bear in mind.